Today we will talk about the basics of statistics. To start, we must collect data. Two methods of this are experiments and observational studies. In an experiment, variables are controlled in order to determine the effects of an explanatory or independent variable. Observational studies, however, determine an association through passive collection of data. In order for conclusions to be valid, it must have the following conditions. It must be randomly sampled, meaning that subjects are chosen from representative groups of the population through the use of randomness. Secondly, trials must be independent, meaning that the outcome of trials must not have an effect on the outcome of another. Finally, they must come from a large dataset, ensuring reliability by lowering the odds of flukes appearing as patterns. These are some of the most common graphs in AP Stats: the frequency distribution, the bar chart, the pie chart, the histogram, and the stem and leaf chart. One important thing to note is that the difference between a histogram and a bar chart. Histograms deal with quantitative data, whereas bar charts deal with categorical data. This difference can be seen without reading the labels by seeing how histograms have bars right next to each other, but the bar chart has gaps. In order for statistics to be important, we must analyze what the numbers mean. To create conclusions, statisticians must understand the difference between correlation and causation. Correlation comes from observational studies and determines that two variables have an association. Causation comes from experiments and determines that one variable causes another. It is easy to mistake the two, but remember that two variables change in relation to each other. Causation can only be determined with a well-designed experiment that controls all confounding variables. Hypothesis tests and confidence intervals are the core of AP Stats because they tell you what a dataset means. A confidence interval determines how large a range of data or proportions are expected to be given the level of confidence. A hypothesis test determines if there is an association by figuring out how likely the recorded data is when comparing it to the expected data. Thank you.